here we are back together watching some backyard wrestling. We went from what was the last one we watched?
Make and bake backyard wrestling. Make and
Bacon
bacon.
Bacon
It was a quite a quite a
so,
quite, quite a drastic difference.
so we're going from MBW to ESW, Extreme Showdown Wrestling. Um, I just got to pull up.
It's their YouTube channel is ESW Matches, and they haven't updated in 10 years. Although you say they're active on Facebook.
Yeah, I googled them and there's videos from March of this year. So I don't
Awesome.
know. Well, anyway, oh wait, they, they may have changed their whole. Oh, we'll dig into that
Okay,
after the fact
perfect.
because they may have changed their name. Um,
It's not unusual.
but well, speaking of names, this is the first one I think that we've watched that actually showed everyone's name
Yes.
on the screen.
Congratulations.
Uh,
Thank you for letting
and,
us
and,
know.
then, and it explained, the winner of this match becomes the Anarchy champion.
Thank
Uh,
you. Very clear.
yeah, so that started off out of the gate pretty well, and
I gotta mention names just real quick. Like the names of these guys are fucking awesome.
yeah,
We have Juggalo Chris. We have Nick Violence. We have Radian. We got MOD. That is M is in mom. Austin G. That's probably the most
Austin G. I
Austin
can
G.
remember Austin G.
And then we have Hardcore Kid Alex G. I don't know if they're
Austin
related.
G. Austin. Okay, never mind. I totally forgot Austin G. So yeah, so I'm glad you did that. So the whole time I could only think of the five people. I'm like, who's the sixth person?
I think
But
Austin G is the guy who showed up later with the shirt off. Because he
no,
disappeared. Austin G disappeared for a little while, didn't he? We didn't see him. Anyway, I'm skipping here. Please continue.
but this match started off hot,
Hmm. No ring.
hot, hot, and unexpected. Yeah, no ring, just the earth.
Just taking bumps
We
on the
are
ground in the
we
backyard.
just went all natural.
Oh yeah, all natural. Yeah. Hey,
No,
this is what I watched. This is what I watched when I was wrestling with the little Mexican backyard wrestling federation, because they were on a
yeah,
trampoline, but their main event guys literally did belly to belly suplex from the trampoline, and the dude landed on the ground, and I just went, and this is I keep hearing those same thuds, like you've heard these thuds of
right.
backs on the backyard. Well, it's still on the ground, but the thing is that they've obviously wrestled on this piece of land for a long time because there's no grass.
Right, right.
So, but I just wanted to say like every single one of these bumps was on the ground, thuds, like backs fucking thudding on the ground.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they took them. They took the hits and the bumps, and I mean, so this is what I this is what I see in my brain when I
Mm-hmm.
think of backyard wrestling. Like backyard wrestling, like this match here, like the first one we watched
Mm-hmm.
where they came out of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
That was close, but this is what I look for in
Gotcha.
backyard wrestling.
This is next
Like,
level.
yeah, it's just a different. I don't know. I don't want to say genre, but just a different. Well, like it wasn't overly violent,
No.
So like you get those violent ones where like it's just too much violence and craziness and
It's almost
too
violence for the
extreme.
sake of violence. Like that. That's what.
Right.
That's the um what the attraction. What people are looking for. Yeah.
Right. Like more like 20 years ago, violence. That was like when backyard wrestling was like crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
We were way too
and like,
scared for
yeah,
it to be
or
that
hard,
violent.
right? Exactly, exactly. But yeah, this these guys, I mean, they all had a name, and they had the guy in the crowd who was like, you know, tell us your name. Like he's like trying, so the people in the crowd know their names as well,
There
and
was
because
a sort of a
they don't have a
commentator
ring
in the.
announcer.
Sorry.
Right. Yeah. I guess he was like a commentator. Um, I see him as more of like a hype man.
Yes.
Um, because they don't have ring announcers or commentators or anything like that. So you need something for the people, the fans watching, getting involved. So that they did a good job of that.
Um, Great
Yeah, they
job.
just so what ended up happening was hardcore kid climbed up the whatever it was, the little staircase that leads to nowhere. Um, just kind of stood on that platform, and all these guys circled a little.
Radian. So that was MOD falling on Radian. Balls first.
Oh yes. Well, this was the very beginning where they climbed all the way to where Hardcore Kid came out, and before the
Oh.
match even started, he stood up at the top and was pretty much just waiting for the other five guys to like start fighting. He wasn't going to get involved or anything, and
But then he came
they all
flying in.
right. Well, because they all circled little what's his name? The guy, the
Juggalo
kid in the red,
Chris, the
kid with the
champion.
red shirt.
Yeah, Juggalo Chris.
Um,
Well, that was Juggalo Chris. He was the first one that came in, right? He was the
well, I'm talking
champ.
about talking about the kid in the red shirt.
Austin G or
Yes,
Austin
Austin
G.
G.
Austin G got ganged up on.
He's the smallest of them all, and they all circled him, and then he ended up pulling out the Santino Morella snake.
I thought that was Juggalo Chris. Was I wrong? There's too many
Yeah,
people with new names. I lost it.
yeah.
Yes, he's got that. Oh God, that annoyed me. I was like, this kid is already. He's doing a great job because I'm fucking annoyed. But
Uh,
isn't Santino Morella's? It was a snake, but it was still like a mandible claw.
right, but
This is like
except
a.
well, it was still just a sock puppet, really.
Yeah, but
His
this
move
kid didn't
was
even
just
have a sock puppet.
no, he didn't.
That was
It's
like his.
inside his blood.
You know what that reminded me of? You know all those like martial artists, like all the fake martial art masters on
Yeah,
YouTube. You know,
yeah,
they just look at you, you fucking fold.
yes,
That's what that reminded me of. He just went, "Whoo, whoo." And I mean, but he was so fucking sincere about it. He saw like a motherfucker, and
yeah.
he just
So
went
he
like
brought out the
the throat chops. What you call those throat chops with the snake?
yeah, we're a little like wait like stabs.
Yeah, brilliant,
Yeah. And
brilliant. Please, sorry.
then
That's
that's when everything went out into chaos and hardcore kid came down and just started spinning around and kicking everybody and then
They
yeah,
were spinning power slams, man. There was some suplexes. Uh,
the Zaguris.
it's a very good connecting moves, by
Yes,
the way.
yes.
Yeah, there's only one
Um,
miss I saw in this whole match.
yeah, yeah. MOD was landing kicks.
He was landing kicks,
Um,
but guess what? All of his kicks were sold.
yep. They did do a really good job of selling.
Yeah,
Um, Nick
I'm
Violence
impressed.
freaking hit stops MOD's momentum there with a spinning sit down power bomb kind of move. And then he gets up in his turns and then runs and just nails. I think it was Hardcore Kid with a spear.
Yeah, yeah, that was Nick Violence.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
as you're saying this, mind you, this was all on the ground. Like these guys used the ground like it was a ring.
yep.
Yeah, there was not even an attempt at like some tarp or some sort of like mattress or something underneath the ring. Like these guys just went, fuck it, we're just gonna keep taking these bumps. So everything you're saying, these are all bumps, well, like executed, still on the ground. Sorry,
Yeah, those are the very those
yeah.
nonstop action. There's
That
that one point where Hardcore Kid uh hits Austin G with some type of move, and he covers him, and there's no referee there counting. The referee just disappeared.
the ref just fucking took
Um,
off.
you could hear him get up. He gets up and starts yelling at the ref. He's like, "Get over here and pin him." You could hear the referee say that he was busy. So I don't know what he was busy doing. I don't know if he was focusing on another. Maybe there's two other guys in the other direction that
I'm
were
busy.
fighting. I don't know, but he said he was busy. And
This is a problem when
when
you
the
don't have a
referee,
ring. The referee
when the
gets.
referee, the referee just wanders off.
Yeah, you did not want to hire a referee with ADD. This was ADHD because he was in a different fucking zip code. He just took off, and you can hear in the crowd somebody's like, "That's not what I pay you for," or "Is that what I fucking pay you for?" Brilliant, brilliant. That was the funniest part for me of the whole night. The ref just fucking disappeared.
There's one really cool spot where Nick Violence again
Yes.
kind of hits he kind of hits um, MOD as if he's going in for a spear. He runs and picks him up, and then it was just a running power slam kind of move through plywood.
Violence was on fire. He was a little wrecking ball,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I liked him. Um,
And that
and then
spear
they,
on Hardcore Kid,
yeah.
that spear was fucking. Uh,
Oh yeah, he went
oh,
through him.
he went through him. It was
You can
on
tell
the
he plays
side, but he still
football.
went through him.
You can tell he probably plays football.
Yeah, that's a spear, ladies and gentlemen. We watched two spears from backyard wrestlers, backyard wrestlers who just started wrestling or who just started recording wrestling. I haven't wrestled for a long time, and some kids who really wrestled for a little while. You can tell these kids wrestled for a little while at least, and they both deliver better spears. So I have to. I'm gonna get that and kicks. Please, sorry, I keep interrupting you.
Uh, for me, the funniest spot was them planting.
Yes.
I think it was Austin G.
Oh,
He was
violence.
just sitting him on top of a cone.
Once again, violence and hardcore kid. I wrote
Um,
violence impales hardcore kid with a traffic cone up the ass. For real,
yeah,
that happened.
that was that was crazy. Well, then we also had a double elbow drop to a T-shirt. So that kind of reminded me of uh, what's his name?
Oh, that was MOD falls on Radiant. Oh no. It was MOD who pulls Hardcore Kid's shirt off and gives it a fucking elbow drop like Ric
Yeah,
Flair. Just he's like fuck it,
yep.
boom.
Not once, but twice.
I was on fire, bro. I was on fire after that. I couldn't sit in my seat. I mean, as soon as it started, I was losing my mind. I'm like, holy shit. And after that elbow drop, I'm like, this is brilliance. Brilliance.
Yeah. Um, how do you care? I mean, it just those nonstop. And like I guess that's good. And then they started bringing the light bulbs out,
Yeah.
which was okay. They brought one out the first two where they suplex. I think it looked like an ironing board with the light bulb strapped to it because I didn't see the light. I didn't see the the light bulbs at first. I just
Uh,
saw I just saw an ironing board,
it might have been ironing
and
board in one, and the other one they just kept the bulbs, some of the bulbs in the cardboard. I mean, this was also 10 years ago, and probably was filmed even before because it was in that square format. So this was
right,
built a while ago, or filmed a while ago.
right,
And I really do think that, like, here's the thing, man. Those light bulbs have mercury in them, and it's like airborne mercury. So, you're inhaling that shit, and mercury is basically a poison. Um, we thought about doing when we were back at wrestling. We thought about doing a spot with light bulbs because everybody was doing it, and then I just like read what's in those light bulbs, and it's like, we're not fucking breaking any light bulbs on ourselves. And these guys, in old true backyard fashion, man, light bulbs. I, I'm glad you saw the ironing board because that's just something that you would hear belongs in a backyard wrestling match.
right, right.
Yeah,
And so,
and
I saw that there was tape. So I had assumed that they were taping the legs down, and like I said, I didn't see the light bulbs at all.
mm,
Uh, just
what?
because the white mixed in with the white, so I didn't see until they suplexed them, and then I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah, it was a puff of
Um,
smoke. It's like, oh shit,
and then
the
and then
fence
Nick
light bulbs.
Violence went to the back or whatever, and then next thing you know, he comes out with like this apparatus of light bulbs that looked like,
A fence. Like they taped it into
yeah,
like a
yeah,
fence. But
there's
not
like
like
six of them or
like a
so.
defense. Like it was more like a tic
It
tac toe
wasn't
board.
offense. It wasn't defense.
It's what people paint on stupid signs to say defense.
Yeah,
Like that does
it,
not look like a realistic fence.
it looked like a tic tac board,
Tic
tic
tac
tac toe
toe,
board.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like they
He
just kind
just
of
wanted
like
to play tic tac toe. The hardcore kid was like, "Nah, you're gonna get a freaking double knees to the face and light bulbs exploding,
yeah.
and
He
you're gonna
literally.
breathe in all that. You're gonna breathe in all that mercury." That's what
I
that's what he
think it was
told
the
him.
least of their worries at that point. Um,
But
that was a great move though.
yeah,
Like these guys all they really like, how you do a chop and you got to go through with it. You gotta
yeah, no,
deliver it.
they were hitting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were going through like that knee move. He literally went through the light bulbs and through violence,
right.
just straight through them. I was like, these guys really connected.
But you can see like these guys take it seriously. They got elbow pads, knee pads. Um, at least a couple of them do. So, um, yeah, I'm just I'm just rewatching it as we're talking.
That's one way to keep
But
notes. I do want to talk about the while you catch up. I do want to talk about MOD falling on Radian. So that there was this part of a sheared ladder that was just sticking out from the other ladder that was against this tower that they had in the backyard, and
yeah,
it was just like a random tower. You just climb up, and I was just like, "There's no way they're doing a spot from there." Well, MOD technically he went 2/3 up the tower,
maybe,
and
maybe I wouldn't even say 2/3. I would say
okay, a little
maybe
over
half,
half. Yeah, a little over half.
maybe halfway up. I thought he was gonna go higher. I wanted him to go higher.
Well, let me tell you something, man. You might know this, but I've been in plenty of ladder matches, and I've fallen straight on the ground from top of the ladder. I've by mistake, not on purpose. Um, big difference. And I tell you what, man, you may stand in the middle of that ladder, but your face is way above the top of the ladder, so you're just
Right.
judging from your face. And I think for MOD, because his head was like right where the tower started, so I think for him it was like fuck it. But what got me was how what move he delivered which was he just opened his legs and landed straight down, like just picture like in a movie. There's some whatever Zorro, whatever the fuck, is standing on top of the some balcony, and there's a horse underneath riding,
Yes.
and it
Yes.
just jumps right off and just fucking lands in the saddle like nothing, like everything is OG. And they just said this is a balls first onto a fucking ladder that's sheared onto another kid. This was brilliant, but I've wondered. I was like, you know what? Where is this line that they draw of safety? Because what they were doing on the ground, uh, and with the light bulbs, and it's like, really, he's like, it's like we're gonna draw this at half the height, you know,
Right.
and I just it was kind of like, and I'm glad he didn't attempt something he wasn't comfortable with. It was just funny to me. It's like, oh, this is where we draw the line. I see. Okay, you know.
Now there was, and I completely forgot about that. Are you what? Do you have the video on in front of you?
Yes, I do.
So if you go to like the 5:30 mark,
All right.
say 5:24. Now,
Hold on 1 second.
um, Juggalo Chris.
524. I'm at
Yeah.
519.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. Yeah.
So let's watch it.
Juggalo Chris has a weapon here.
Ooh,
He hits hardcore kid. I don't know what that is though,
it's
but
some sort of stick. It's that was a
it's
stick
got
that was rigged to
yeah,
break, and then MOD delivers a stunner to
like it looked like a freaking.
Radian.
Let me see if I can. Oh,
I,
'cause it
I
looks like a freaking like a hoe
wait.
in
The
the
way it
metal
cracked,
part.
it sounded like a stick. The way it cracked, but it was also like you can tell it broke right where it was taped.
Okay, maybe okay. But anyway, I thought that was when I first saw that. I'm like, oh shit!
Oh, you thought it was
But
escalating.
overall, though, I mean, it was fun. Then we kind of get towards the end of the match there, and uh, some mystery guys come out, and this one tall kid comes out and beats a hardcore kid and sets him up on the table. I don't know who he was, but he pointed up, and then we see
He was
Austin G.
Juggalo Chris's accomplice. That's all I can
He,
tell.
well, he was helping Austin G.
Oh, you keep calling him
I,
Austin
I,
G. Well, the first kid that came out was Juggalo
I
Chris with the red shirt.
no,
That's Austin G.
yeah,
Are you kidding me right
yeah,
now? I
yeah.
even wrote notes, bro.
Juggalo Chris has black shirt.
Ah, okay.
He's the tall kid with the black shirt.
No, Juggalo Chris is the tall kid with the black shirt. You're right. You're right. I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
I'm wrong.
yeah.
So
Austin G was the little kid with the red shirt.
Austin G. Good. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right. I apologize, Austin G.
But well, this guy comes down, beats up hardcore kid, puts him up on a table, and then he points up and at the top of the entrance,
And there is Austin G.
whatever the stage, I guess, stage set
I call
up
it
on top
properly
of it.
the Titantron.
Oh, there you go. On top of the Titantron is Austin G.
Mm-hmm.
And he nails a coup de grace, bringing out his Finn Balor.
Through
And
plywood.
yeah,
And he didn't even bend his knees on the way down. He just went.
no, he hit that. He hit that
He
good.
he
Yeah.
fucking he laid that in. Well done. I mean, well done.
And then another kid comes out and helps MOD.
Yeah, I think that might have been. Would that be Juggalo Chris that came back? Somebody went. Somebody left and came back. I think it might have been Juggalo Chris that came, because I think that was him without his
So
shirt.
because he doesn't look like him.
Okay, all right. Well, I was
Yeah,
confused, but this is the problem with interferences in matches in these YouTube videos. Unless you upload like the whole thing, so we know what's actually going on. Uh, Everything else was explained except we had no idea who these guys were. They just interfered, and they had something to do with this match.
It might have been, but he looks different.
Yeah.
But either way, MOD ends up winning, becoming the Anarchy champion.
He's the Anarchy champion. I wrote MOD gets someone to interfere and gets uh, um, Austin G. Right? Austin G was the last man standing.
MOD.
MOD. And then, yeah. And I wrote 1, 2, 3. And then I wrote cut my life into pieces. He wins.
Yeah, you know, Papa Roach.
Tell you how old this is. Cut my
That
life
Papa Roach song
into
is
pieces.
that Papa Roach song is even older.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah,
So yeah, my MOD gets the championship. No interferences after that. Everybody goes home. He's celebrating with the crowd. Let's talk about the crowd. There was a big crowd there. I'd say about 20, 25 people.
yeah.
And so there's a lady. I just want I want you to know this, that there's a lady there with a baby in the front row.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
This is the baby is already watching wrestling. This baby was at live backyard wrestling event. This is awesome. Are you looking at the crowd now? We have a couple who's holding hands. They're in the front row.
I do see the baby.
You see the baby. There's a
I
fucking
didn't see it
baby.
before. I didn't see it before.
There's a little
It's funny.
baby. Look, it's a baby. That's incredible.
A lot of girls.
Yeah, dude.
A
The
lot of
amount of
girls.
girls in this crowd would
Are you thinking like the girlfriends?
nah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like,
Of all these wrestlers?
well, like most of these girls are with other dudes, but um,
Anyway,
there's like it's just this is there's 3 couples, maybe 4 couples. I mean, this is a wholesome family event.
it's a birthday party.
Maybe I don't know. I this is a good crowd. This would be a crowd where you would want to perform.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a decent crowd.
Yeah, so I don't blame them. They really laid everything in. Dude,
Yeah.
I am impressed. I'm at first it started out so fucking hot and heavy. They were laying everything in. Fucking backs are thudding against the floor, and I just kept like fucking going, just cringing. Like holy shit,
But
holy shit.
it
So
worked out that way because I
I
mean it
was
worked
holy
out great
shitting the
because
whole time, bro. Sorry, I was
oh,
holy shitting the whole fucking time.
like are you pooping like reindeer poop?
What's that?
I don't understand what how do you poop? Holy shit!
I was holy shitting.
Weird.
Haven't you ever pooped where it just like it was just not only perfect, but it just felt like a perfect release, like just
Oh,
enough, like
oh,
oh, that's a holy shit. Either that or
it's
if you get a
usually
cone up your ass, like whatever hardcore kid did. Oof. And he sold that. Can I for a second like where's the cone? I got to see the cone on this video. Okay. I got to see this cone spot. And there's 2 cone spots that
right.
that that I
Yeah.
that bothered me and were also at the same time fantastic. The first cone spot is 3 of the guys. I don't remember who they were at the time. They all grabbed cones. So they had
The 6 minute mark.
the 6 minute mark. Okay, so they had
Is
traffic
that's the
cones.
which is
3.
smart.
Great, but they were stolen. Let's face it. All these cones are stolen. Um, right there. Okay, so that's at 6 minutes or 6:05. Violence puts hardcore kid, impales him onto a cone up his ass, and now it's like a hardcore kid could have just said no. I'm just gonna barely sit on this and just sell it.
All the way down.
He went down. And
Yeah.
where the cone went, I do not know. I doubt it went up his ass. Cause that's pretty girthy. And he sold it. He fucking sold it. Like it really went up his ass. And it looked like it went up his ass. And I saw that and I was like, I don't have enough like I will bankrupt the United States with the amount of toilet paper that I would have to get for the brilliance of this. But there was a spot right before that I want to talk about as well. 3 cones. And these guys who are locked in this um, life and death battle where not only they're laying shit in, but it's fucking serious. These guys are fucking each other up. And it just randomly, at one point during the match, they all decide to lift the cones like their dicks. and
Oh,
they,
okay.
and they just all agree to have a little fucking sword fight.
Swords fight. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
They're just hitting each
There's
other
three
with.
cone spots. There's three cone spots then. Okay.
Well, tell me the third one, but that
I
was
forgot. Well, the other one was when they had all three um, stacked up, stood up next to each other, and they were holding
oh this
Austin G in the air and swinging them. They swung him into it. I thought they were gonna.
I
I thought they were gonna throw him up in the air
stab
and have
him.
him like, yeah, and have him like land like
No.
chest down on him. That's what I thought
Oh,
was gonna happen.
well, dude, the way
But they
he was
just
screaming, like holy shit, was he screaming? He was screaming like, I mean, pardon my expression, he was screaming like rape. He was screaming so loud, and they they just grabbed him, just rammed him through 3 cones. It was like bowling. They went bowling with Austin G, who was screaming, like, I mean, so overselling it that I was like, what is gonna happen? Are they gonna kill this kid?
that's what I thought was gonna. That's why I thought they were going to like throw him up in the air and
Oh
he was just going to come
Jesus!
down and yeah.
Are they gonna kill this fucking? He's just screaming. Oh shit! Yeah. 3 cone spots for 3 cones. That was brilliant. I like how they just gentlemanly agreed to have a cockfight. They're just like, we're just gonna ram cones at each other now. That was so out of place and yet so perfectly in place.
Right.
That just seems backyard wrestling seems like that to me. It's like just like this walking contradiction of awfulness and greatness. I think something's starting to kick in. I'm starting to get all philosophical. But
And you got the sword fight. Right?
what what
Yeah, I just keep playing the video on them. I just got to the sword fighting part again. Like, oh, you have a cone? Oh, that's sword fight.
yeah, it's like it's but the sword fight wasn't like if I had a cone, okay, and I try to use it as a weapon, okay, because that's what it's in the match. I had a cone. I'm trying to use it as a weapon. I'm not gonna try to like sword fight you with the fucking cone. Like I'm gonna try to like ram you or something with it, you know. So the fact that it's like they just started just hitting on each other like they're slapping like the. I mean, it's more of a cock fight. It was more like they had cock fun for a little bit. I don't know how else to put it.
Try to replay and turn up the volume on Austin G's screaming.
Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
like overreaction award of the fucking century. Because with that screaming, oh my god, what if you can find it? Let me know what the time code is.
What was it 7:20? 7:15.
Okay, 7 or 6:15.
7.
7:15. Okay, 7:15. Yeah, that's it. Let's hear him. I'm gonna hear him scream right now. I mean, this is.
That was no worse than Nia Jax
Oh,
screaming my hole.
oh, this was better acted. I don't know what the fuck that was about my hole with Nia Jax.
Well,
I have no like that. That was just like something I've decided to just lose, never to be mentioned again.
I'll always be here to bring it back.
Well, I of course I remember it. I know it. I just I don't choose to because obviously it's back. We're
Oh,
yeah. I choose to. I want to forget it. It's like Star Wars, for instance. I just like I'll watch and I enjoy other things, but there's only one trilogy type of thing, that kind of bullshit. I choose to forget some parts. Anyway, he screamed like they're gonna stab him, and so I was really worried. I think that was
I, I thought they were. I mean, I, and whatever. I was kind of hoping that they were just gonna like throw him up in the air and
he was annoying,
free
wasn't
fall
he?
on top of him. Well, that was his gimmick.
Yes, absolutely.
A
No, no,
little,
no, no. Don't get me wrong. He
little
did.
cocky.
Little skinny, annoying kid. You
Yeah,
know, he did it. He totally did it, bro.
he almost won.
Yeah, he came in as champion. No?
Well, he came in with some belt, but
Yeah.
they announced Hardcore Kid as the champion
Okay.
because he came out last.
He did come in with some sort of a belt.
Yeah. So I don't know what belt Austin G had.
And this was a six-pack challenge, right?
Yeah,
Which was not really explained. But it was basically a six-man elimination. So whoever pins who last.
yeah. And I forgot that. I was like, wait, um, I didn't see Juggalo Chris, but I forgot Juggalo Chris tap in the submission move
Yep.
towards the end.
That was a move we missed.
But
Yeah, MOD kicked
yeah,
ass. MOD was he was the high flyer, flipping around, enziguris. He was good. He connected everything too. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if he's still wrestling, he's wrestling somewhere. Duh. Uh, he's wrestling somewhere. You know what I mean? Somewhere a little more. Unless he just whatever. I think he was good enough to wrestle somewhere. There's always a hardcore, whatever, hardcore kid. They were both really good.
channel is this?
And so these
Okay, so this is ESW matches, but they also so there's ESW Backyard Wrestling.
okay.
So that's a whole other different channel. And then so they got videos 2013.
So yeah, they have a lot more videos. So it's on ESW Backyard Wrestling. So there they have a
That's
few videos. Yeah, they have a few
4
videos. They
years
have some
ago.
episodes. They have whole storylines. Oh shit. Okay, so they have a couple of different channels.
Yeah.
And
So I
then
wonder if they had them like taken down or something.
hey,
They had to
I
start over.
I see the dude. I see a
But they got
ring.
that's
Looks
a
like
lot of
they,
it's got a lot of subscribers though.
yeah, they got some three, couple million views, man. So 32,000. Anyway, ESW Backyard Wrestling. ESW Backyard Wrestling. Check them out. We got to leave him a comment too. We got to leave both these a comment. We do need to grade this sooner or later. You gotta. So what's
We
what's
could
your?
grade it. We could grade it now if you wanted.
Would you like to grade it now?
Oh, yeah. Another thing also, there's also ESW Shockwave,
Okay, so that's third
and
channel.
this and they just posted a new video a day ago. So
Awesome.
there's even more content. Oof,
Perfect. I'm excited.
this might
I'm
be the
excited.
this might be the biggest promotion we've watched so
Highlighted.
far.
Yeah.
But
This
I
this
saw
is
Alex.
exciting. Oh dude, I'm like I haven't been excited about wrestling like this in a while.
Jeez, Alex G. I don't know who he is, but I guess we'll find out eventually. Wow. Okay. Cool. So I'm glad I looked that up. So they're still going. I don't know who's all involved, but there's a lot more different wrestlers.
Well, there's a ring. There's a lot of wrestlers. Like these guys are definitely involved.
Yeah. So, but as far as ratings go,
This match. Where you at?
hmm, I mean, it's so hard because we were talking about this with like previous videos. Like the ratings are. I mean, I might have the same rating for two different matches, but I rate it differently because I mean, I have to, oh man.
Dude. It's okay. I've realized that I've already give I've been given everything so many toilet papers that it's like I think the shock is
Right.
gonna be when I go with one or none.
Right. I think I'll. Oh man, I don't want to say five. Um, I think I'm gonna go with a four.
4. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a four.
4 from Big D.
All
4
right.
from me.
I don't know what five is gonna be.
Um.
Yeah, I know we've had a five, I believe,
Yes. I think it was
but
the Macon Wrestling, Backyard Wrestling was a 5.
at
It
first,
was not
okay,
just
yeah,
because it was very entertaining.
right, right.
Now, the only thing that lacks here a little bit might be comedy. This is like, first of all, I just want to say, I know I asked, I just want to say that this was a very well done match. This is a good match,
Yeah, it was a lot more extensive wrestling
and it's on a different,
moves.
on
They
a
weren't they
higher
weren't they
level.
weren't really weren't really like too hesitant.
Oh man,
You could tell like they were seasoned
yeah, these
a little
kids
bit more.
really they put on a show. Um, I think for me, sometimes 5 toilet paper rolls means there's some comedy in it as well. A lot of times it's comedy of errors, but sometimes it's like just I just find unintentional or even intentional comedy is such a bad timing sometimes in matches. Like the sword fighting here. You know what? I'm going to 5 toilet papers. I just remembered. I'm going 5 toilet paper rolls because I did get comedy. I got my, I got the cockfighting. Oh, I hope Big D's still with us.
Still here.
Okay. Damn. I'm going with 5. Sorry.
It's okay.
I got my comedy. I totally forgot. So we got 9.
I'll satisfy. Yeah, man. I'm not changing.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm not. I'm not reneging on my rating.
Okay. I see. I see. I totally
Yeah, yeah,
spaced
yeah.
out on the I totally spaced out on the sword fighting there for a second. That's 5 toilet paper rolls for
You
me.
had,
Thank you very
you
much.
had sword fighting. You had anal impaling.
Oh, dude,
You had,
yes. Yes. It was the match was so good.
you
It
had
made me like I was like the guys really took it seriously, and I don't know what else to say outside of it was a good match. It was a fun
Right.
match to watch.
And I just pretty much watched it 3 times, and I'm okay with it. So
Yeah,
um,
this is so
yeah,
they get
I'm definitely interested in seeing
more.
more.
Yeah, they got me.
So,
I so far two federations really pulled me in already. So
yeah,
I have a
yeah.
feeling we're gonna like start long watching these like just
Probably
like
because they're really. I mean, I was finding difficulty in finding like, different um, promotions, or I guess yeah, promotions
yeah.
as far as going to back at wrestling. Well, there's one promotion. I'm not gonna say their name, but I don't really care for them. But that's all the videos that I could find. There are a ton of theirs, and I'm just like, if I don't like one, I'm probably not gonna like the majority of the others. So I'm giving someone else a chance.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad I came across the ESW matches, which apparently is obviously their oldest form of content. So that has led us to their even more content. So
That's a good point. That's a good point. We
yeah,
can't be stuck just watching one, because then we'll miss all the ones we're not watching. Ta-da!
oh, oh, yeah. I see one of the wrestlers passed away
Oh Jesus! Already?
a couple of years ago. And they had a little tribute. Huh.
Well, better not be
Yeah,
Austin
I'm
G,
gonna
because
get
he's talking a lot of shit.
no, Wicked J.
Ooh, excuse me.
Wicked J.
Wicked
Down
J.
Wicked J.
Shit.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see maybe more of what they got. Because obviously they had their stories
Hmm.
to be told. Or actually their stories to be read, to
Watched.
be seen. So
This is awesome, man. Good choice. Great choice. Yeah, we're nearing 50 minutes here. 9 out of 10.
10. That's
Yeah.
pretty solid. I mean
Yeah.
that's like a holy shit.
And it's on a different level. It's
Yes.
it's it's on a next
That's the
level
thing.
from most of the
That's
ones
the
we
thing.
watch.
Like we really can't. I mean, we can compare
Well,
what
it's
we
not
just
about
watched.
comparison. It's really
But
about
it's really not. Yeah,
how much of the
entertainment.
shit how much of a shit it is.
Right. 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 So like when you hear us give someone, give multiple different matches before, you're not really comparing them
Yeah. It's
what they are. It's just what they are to us as far as entertainment, really.
there is no compare really.
That's really that's all that you can really grade these things around is entertainment.
Yep. I'm sorry. I was very entertained by this match. I'm gonna
Yeah,
rewatch it when we're done, because I write notes, and sometimes like I miss some things because I'm writing notes, and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
stupid.
You're gonna have to go through and make sure that you know who you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I do. Thank God for you,
'Cause,
because you're paying attention. I was calling different people different names.
and I took a closer look at the guy that came out at the end,
Mm-hmm.
and I look at Juggalo Chris
Mm-hmm.
and different uh, different shoes. So not only did he not look like him,
Oh.
but it might have been him without his shirt. His shoes were different.
Ah.
So
I don't know.
I
You gotta
don't
have
know.
some sort of an outfit, something that differentiates you. And if there's ever a one
So
knock in backyard wrestling, is
maybe
you don't realize that
uh,
you need an attire.
maybe it was Juggalo Ryan, um, but he had different color shoes.
Okay,
It wasn't Chris.
good. I don't know who that was, but surprise. That's
Surprise.
yeah. It's a
It was
pleasant
the
surprise.
it was
Hello.
the father of the baby.
I want my baby to
But
be proud.
yeah, so 9 out of 10. Good job to ECW, and congrats to NOD. 11 years ago, almost 11 years ago,
Yeah, this is
becoming the Anarchy champion.
it's,
Yeah,
it's what we call evergreen content, darling. I really don't know.
that's gonna do it for us on this episode. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
As always, I'm Big D.
oh, this is MJ.
This is Max Shaw.
That,
I'm Jay. Sorry,
that Max just fine.
yeah, we're getting all the backyard wrestling uh, abbreviated names. So we got Big D and MJ. We are the JAWBs.
Oh, the jobs.
But, yes, we are the Jobbers. Check us out, jobbers.com. Get yourself a t-shirt. Get yourself a hoodie.
Yeah. Get yourself
See
something,
you
something.
next time. Something, something.
Mm-hmm. All right.